Have you ever noticed how something as simple as drinking water can suddenly feel like a chore? Maybe you reach for your glass a few times a day, maybe not. But here's a little question for you. What if the way you drink water, not just how much, but when, how, and even the temperature could be the hidden key to feeling better than you have in years? I know it might sound surprising. After all, we've been drinking water our whole lives. It's just water, right? But sometimes it's the simplest things we overlook that carry the greatest power. And today, I want to share a fascinating story with you, one that just might change the way you see your next glass of water. There was a man in Russia, a world-renowned surgeon named Fedor Uglov. He didn't just live past 100, he thrived, active, mentally sharp, respected in his field for decades. And he believed that one of the secrets to his long, healthy life wasn't hidden in fancy treatments or expensive pills. It was in how he drank water. Yes, water. Dr. Uglov believed that drinking water the right way could support your body's healing, strengthen your immune system, and even help you sleep better. And the truth is, he might have been right. Science today is finally catching up to what this brilliant man practiced for decades. So today, we're going to walk through the 8 secrets Dr. Uglov lived by when it came to water. And I'm not just going to list them off, we're going to talk about why they matter, how they help, and how you can start using them in your own life, starting now. So let's begin with something that might sound unusual at first, something Dr. Uglov did every night before bed. He drank water, just 1 glass, about an hour before going to sleep. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Won't that just make me get up in the middle of the night? That's a fair concern, but here's what makes this habit different. It's all about timing. By drinking that glass about an hour before bed, not right before, you give your body enough time to absorb it, use it, and settle down. That water works quietly through the night, helping your kidneys flush out the toxins your body collected during the day. While you're resting, your organs are hard at work repairing themselves, and staying hydrated gives them the fuel to do it better. It's like giving your body a gentle cleaning crew while you sleep. And there's more. That simple act of nighttime hydration can actually help you sleep deeper. You see, when your body is dehydrated, even a little bit, it can trigger tiny stress responses. Your heart works harder, your brain stays more alert, and your sleep becomes restless. But when you're gently hydrated, everything flows more smoothly. You rest better, you heal better. Now, once you start doing that regularly, something else begins to click. Your body feels different during the day. And that leads us to Dr. Uglov's next habit, how you drink water throughout your day. Most of us do it wrong without even knowing. We wait until we're really thirsty, then we grab a big bottle or glass and chug it all at once. But here's the thing, your body doesn't like that. Imagine pouring a whole bucket of water into a plant all at once versus giving it a little at a time throughout the day. Which one do you think soaks in better? Just like that plant, your body needs steady, gentle hydration. Dr. Uglov taught that drinking small amounts of water consistently, not just once or twice, helps your organs function at their best. Your heart, your brain, your muscles, they all rely on water to do their jobs. And even just mild dehydration, a little dryness in your system, can make you feel tired, foggy, or even dizzy. It's not always about drinking more water. It's about drinking smarter. Think of it like this: sip, don't gulp. Carry a bottle or a cup with you, and take little drinks throughout the day. That one simple shift helps your body stay balanced. It eases the strain on your kidneys and heart, keeps your energy levels more stable, and helps your joints and muscles stay lubricated. You might even notice fewer headaches and less fatigue in the afternoon, but we're just getting started. And here's where things get really interesting. You've probably reached for a cold glass of water before, especially on a hot day, and thought, that hits the spot. But here's what Dr. Ugloff found. Cold water may actually make it harder for your body to digest food and regulate its own temperature. Your body is warm inside. That's how your organs work best. When you introduce ice-cold water into the system, especially after meals, your digestive process slows down. Your body has to use extra energy just to warm that water back up. And for seniors who may already have slower digestion, that added stress can mean discomfort, bloating, indigestion, or even constipation. Instead, try this. Drink water that's at room temperature, or even slightly warm. It might take some getting used to, but many people find that their stomach feels calmer, their energy steadier, and they recover faster from meals. It's a gentler approach, one that supports your body rather than shocking it. And you know, this brings to mind a lovely woman I spoke to not long ago. Her name is Evelyn. She's 72, full of life, but had always struggled with her digestion. After hearing about these tips, she made just this one change, switching from ice water to warm water after meals. Within a week, she said she felt lighter. She had more energy in the afternoons. Her stomach didn't feel like a balloon after eating anymore. Sometimes that's all it takes. One small, thoughtful change. And now that we've touched on how to drink water and when, there's something else you might not expect: drinking during meals. Most of us keep a glass of water right next to our plate, sipping between bites. It feels natural, even polite. But Dr. Ugloff suggested something quite different. He believed that drinking water while you eat, especially large gulps, dilutes your stomach acids, and those acids are crucial. They help break down food, absorb nutrients, and keep your digestion smooth. When you water them down, everything slows down. You might feel full, but still tired or bloated, even after a small meal. So what's the better way? Try drinking your water about 30 minutes before your meal. This gets your body hydrated, supports digestion, and leaves your stomach ready to focus on food, not fluids. Then wait about an hour after you eat, before sipping again. You're giving your body the time and space it needs to do its job without interference. You might be surprised by how much lighter you feel after meals, how much smoother everything works. And really, isn't that what we want in this season of life? To feel a little lighter, a little freer in our bodies, so we can spend less time managing discomfort and more time enjoying the life we've built. When we start paying attention to how water moves through our day, not just in volume but in rhythm, it's like tuning a guitar that's been out of key for years. And what happens when something is finally in tune? It sings. Your body, too, begins to respond in ways you didn't even know you were missing. More energy, clearer thinking, a sense of ease instead of heaviness. That's what these gentle changes bring. Now let's talk about how much water we actually need, because here's where so many people get it wrong. You've probably heard, just drink 8 glasses a day, or make sure you get your 2 liters. But Dr. Ugloff had a different take on this. He believed that hydration should be personal, not generic. Think about it. Would a petite retired woman who spends most of her day reading and gardening need the same amount of water as a tall man who's still working outdoors? Of course not. Our needs are different. And they change depending on what our bodies are going through, weather, activity, even medication. So here's a practical way to figure it out. Take your weight in kilograms and multiply it by 30 to 40 milliliters. That gives you a more accurate idea of how much water your body might need each day. For example, if you weigh about 150 pounds, that's around 68 kilograms, multiply that by 30, and you get about 2040 milliliters, or roughly 2 liters of water. If you're more active, lean toward 40 milliliters per kilogram. Now this isn't a hard rule, it's a guide. What matters most is that you're paying attention to your own body. Are you waking up with a dry mouth? Is your urine dark or strong smelling? Do you feel tired for no clear reason? These are your body's ways of whispering, I need more water. When you start giving your body what it actually needs, based on its signals, you'll notice that many little aches and sluggish moments start to disappear on their own. One gentleman I know, John, used to feel dizzy every time he stood up too fast. He thought it was just part of getting older, but once he started drinking more consistently, based on this approach, that lightheaded feeling all but vanished. It wasn't his age, it was dehydration. Let's shift now to another moment in your day that's absolutely critical when it comes to water, and that's before you move your body. Whether you're heading out for a walk, doing some stretching, or just getting up to do some light chores, hydration is essential. Dr. Uglove emphasized that drinking water before physical activity, not after, gives your muscles what they need to work properly. When you're even slightly dehydrated, your muscles are more prone to cramping, your joints can feel stiff, your energy drains faster. But when you drink water ahead of movement, your body performs better, you're less likely to feel tired halfway through. You're protecting your heart, your temperature regulation, and your overall stamina. This doesn't mean chugging a bottle before you go out. It just means giving yourself a glass of water 15 to 30 minutes before any physical effort. That could be a walk in the neighborhood, tending your garden, or even dancing to your favorite song in the kitchen. Water prepares your body to move smoothly and safely. Think of it like warming up your car on a cold morning. You don't just jump in and hit the highway, you ease it into motion. Your body works the same way. And once you start noticing how much easier it feels to move with proper hydration, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. And now we come to something that might sound a little odd at first, but it's powerful. Dr. Uglove talked often about how we drink water, not just when or how much. He believed in drinking water mindfully, slowly, with awareness, not just grabbing a glass and throwing it back like a pill. Why? Because when you drink too fast, you flood your system. Your body doesn't have time to absorb it properly. It can cause bloating, discomfort, and even nausea in some cases. But when you sip calmly, steadily, you give your cells time to draw in that water. Your organs respond more gently, your digestion improves, even your mood can lift because your nervous system senses the calm and responds in kind. There's a kind of presence in drinking water slowly. It becomes not just a habit, but a small ritual of care. You're telling your body, I see you, I'm here for you. And for many seniors who've spent their lives caring for others, it can be deeply healing to offer that same attention to yourself. A viewer once wrote to our channel about how she started each morning now with a warm glass of water and a quiet minute by the window, just breathing, sipping and thinking about the day ahead. She said it helped her anxiety more than any Apple article ever did, because it was her moment. Her act of love, just for herself. That kind of mindful drinking doesn't cost a thing, but it gives back so much calm, focus, a clearer mind and steadier heart. And as we're talking about attention, there's one more truth. Dr. Uglove held close, not all water is equal. The quality of the water you drink matters, perhaps more than you think. In today's world, tap water isn't always as pure as it once was. It can carry chlorine, heavy metals, or other substances that strain your kidneys and burden your immune system. Dr. Uglove encouraged using filtered water or spring water when possible, water that still contains natural minerals like magnesium and calcium. These trace elements help support your bones, your nerves, and even your heart. When water is clean and nourishing, it works with your body, not against it. So take a look at where your water comes from. If you're using a basic filter, make sure it's still working well. If you can afford a better system, consider it an investment in your health, not just now, but for years to come. You deserve water that restores you, not water that makes your body work harder. Sometimes the smallest upgrades make the biggest difference. Cleaner water, sipped more mindfully, taken at the right times. It doesn't take long before you feel the results. More energy, less tension, better sleep, a steadier mood. And maybe best of all, a sense of connection to your body again, not as something to fix or manage, but as something wise and alive, worthy of your care, your attention, and your love. As you begin to pay more attention to the role water plays in your life, not just as a beverage, but as a kind of quiet medicine, you may start to feel like something is shifting, not just physically, but emotionally too. There's a calm that comes with feeling cared for, even if the one doing the caring is you. And that's the beauty of these simple habits. They're not just about health, they're about respect for your body, for your time, for the years still ahead. Now before we finish, let's return to something we touched on earlier, the why behind all this. Why do habits like drinking water slowly, drinking it warm, or avoiding it during meals matter so much now, especially after 60? Because aging isn't just about growing older, it's about becoming more sensitive to everything. Your digestion doesn't work quite the way it did in your 30s. Your energy doesn't bounce back as quickly. Your sleep, your skin, even your mood, can all shift depending on how well your body is being cared for. That's why these small thoughtful changes are so powerful. They're not about perfection, they're about alignment. They bring you back in sync with what your body needs, quietly, gently, and effectively. Dr. Fedor Uglov understood that better than most. He didn't just study the body, he honored it. He saw hydration not as a routine task, but as a cornerstone of healing, and his belief in simple natural practices helped him live a full, vibrant life well into his hundreds. You don't have to be a doctor to benefit from that kind of wisdom. You just have to be willing to listen to your body, to the rhythms of your day, and to the choices that lift you up instead of dragging you down. So if you take one thing from this conversation today, let it be this. Water isn't just something you drink, it's something you use, intentionally, respectfully, with presence. And when you do, your body responds. Your skin feels clearer, your joints ache less, your mind feels more awake. You find yourself saying, I feel better today, even if you can't quite explain why. These 8 habits aren't magic. They're not quick fixes or overnight miracles. They're tools, gentle tools that slowly, steadily guide your body back into balance. Drinking a glass an hour before bed, so you can sleep and heal better. Spacing your sips throughout the day, so your heart and kidneys can breathe a little easier. Choosing room temperature water so your stomach can relax and your digestion can hum along peacefully. Avoiding water during meals, so your nutrients can be absorbed properly. Listening to your body to know how much water you need, instead of following someone else's rule. Hydrating before movement, so your muscles are ready to support you without fatigue or stiffness. Drinking with mindfulness, giving your system time to receive instead of just react. And finally, choosing clean mineral-rich water, because what you put into your body matters, every drop. And when all of this starts to come together, not in a perfect every single day kind of way, but in a gentle most days sort of way, you'll begin to notice something bigger than just hydration. You'll notice clarity, calm, a quiet strength that shows up not just in your body, but in your mood, your sleep, even your confidence. Because here's the truth. Aging doesn't mean decline, it means refinement. You've spent your life learning, growing, giving, and now it's your time to receive, to nourish, to rebuild from the inside out. These water habits are simply a doorway to that deeper care, and you're the one holding the key. So give yourself permission to start small. Try one habit this week, just one. Maybe it's the glass before bed. Maybe it's swapping ice water for something room temperature. Maybe it's slowing down and sipping instead of gulping. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Progress, not perfection, that's what brings results that actually last. And here's something beautiful to remember. Your body wants to heal. It's been waiting for you to notice it again. And when you do, it responds with gratitude in better sleep, lighter digestion, clearer thinking, and a little more energy to enjoy the people and moments that matter most. We'd love to hear from you. What habit are you going to try first? Which one feels like it might make the biggest difference for you? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. You never know who else you might inspire just by sharing your experience. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to click the like button. It tells us you want more content just like this, practical, warm, and full of real-life tips that honor your stage of life. And don't forget to subscribe to Strong Elderly Life for more videos that help you feel empowered, energized, and connected every single day. You've come so far in life, and you deserve to feel good in the years ahead. So here's to small changes, big impact, and the quiet power of a single glass of water. Here's to living your best life, one mindful sip at a time. We'll see you in the next video. Take care and be well.